Hello and welcome back to the Mind and Money podcast. I'm Sherry, a financial coach.
And I'm Val, a financial planner. And today, Sherry had the wonderful idea of doing co-host confessions. So we're confessing to each other. This is our little confession booth. It's not a podcast booth today. It's for confessions. And Sherry's going to start us off because she's like, I have one. And I'm really excited. So Sherry, please confess away.
And I needed to get her. I have not shared this with Val before, and I wanted to get her unfiltered reaction.
A raw reaction.
So I will just out with it, and then I will share the backstory if you're not a regular podcast listener, but if you aren't, why not? Anyways, okay, so set to be delivered to my house today, long dramatic pause, are some hair products.
Sherry, we talked about this.
I know. Okay, so the backstory is we did an episode on Project Pan, which is all about getting rid of things and not having multiples of a lot of things. And my focus was on hair products because when I actually put them all together, I was overwhelmed by the sheer number of hair products. But Sephora does a really good bad thing is that when you order from them, you get samples. And this one hair oil sample, my God, it smells so good. I have some on my hand right now, probably. It smells so good, and they got me. They got me.
So you bought their whole line?
No. Okay. I bought a scalp scrub, which I don't even know if you fucking need, but it makes my scalp feel good, which I have none of. I have 0 scalp scrubs.
Per category. This is only one in that category. If you go into subcategories, scalp scrub, only one. Can't keep going.
Here's me justifying. And I do have other hair oils, but the one that I have that I used after my hair is washed is almost done. And I'm not going to use this new one until the other one is gone. And I bought a package that has like sample sizes of things. They're not sample sizes. They're maybe a little bigger than sample sizes, but they're all like smaller things. I don't know. I should have done it, but then in the same breath, I don't celebrate my wins enough. I've had like 2025 has been good so far. I've welcomed in some amazing clients, and I just like it was a little bit of justification there.
It's a reward. Okay, so this is funny because over the weekend I found 2 or 3 lip.
You didn't buy blush, did you?
No blush, but I found 2 or 3 lip glosses that I was like you know, in lip gloss you can only get it off the side, and you're like, well, I can't get the friggin' brush over to the side anyways. And I saw my niece does this thing where, you know, the lip glosses that are in the tube, like a toothpaste tube?
Yeah.
She punches a hole in the end where it's crimped, so obviously it can't all fall out, and then she puts it on her keychain. So you always have lip gloss on your keys. Yeah.
The end is crimpy enough to put a hole in and put on a keychain?
Like, it's just enough room. I mean, it probably depends on which one you get, but there's enough space on it. And I was like, I know I have other lip glosses, but I really like it on my keychain. I haven't bought it yet because I was thinking of Project Pan, but I was like, this one I can put on my keychain. All the other ones are tubes that go into the bottom of the bag and I have to fish them out. So my brain went, well, you just finished 3.
I have also finished a lot of hair products. I am almost through like all my little travel ones, which why did I have so many travel ones? It's like my brain wasn't letting me use the travel ones when I wasn't traveling. Cause I'm like, no, those are travel. But then I have 4 sets of each. I don't need to keep 4 sets of each. I need like 1 small bottle of shampoo, 1 small bottle of conditioner. And now I'm going to keep empties of ones that I can refill. So I don't ever have to buy them. Again.
That makes sense.
But you only committed Project Pan to blush. So, but have you expanded it in your brain?
In my brain, it's lipstick, it's blush, it's face wash, which I finished it completely. I bought a face wash last Christmas and I finished it this Christmas. I do wash my face. I followed how much you were supposed to use. And then I got another one. But I noticed that I have my own medicine cabinet in the washroom. And it's 3 tiers, like 3 levels. But I use 4 or 5 things from it. So I'm like, everything else is going down into a different stockpile in my stockpile. And then when I need something, I go down there first. But I'm going to create space because I'm like, why? Like, you open it and you're like, oh, something's going to fall on me. So I did commit it with lip gloss in my brain as well. And I bought some oil. It's like keratin oil just to like use on my nails.
Yeah. So see how we can justify? But I'm not beating myself up about it because it wasn't like a rash decision either. Like, I didn't just go and do it. Like, I thought about it for a bit and like...
Okay. This is a confession. So my sister's getting married in May, and she isn't doing a traditional everyone stands at the front with her, but for family pictures, she wanted us in purple or like she had just a few options. So I went online and I was like purple pantsuit because I love me a pantsuit. Found one, Old Navy, $7. Sent it to her and I was like, "Hey, is this cool? She's like, "Love it." And she's very flexible, but she's like, "Yeah, that's perfect." I ordered it in 4 sizes because medium, medium, large, large, regular, regular, tall, tall. But I can return them.
Girl, you don't need tall.
But it's one of those pantsuits that's like it's a shorter leg to begin with. So I was like, if I want it to go further,
I'm like, in what world do you need a tall
That's why
pantsuit?
I did it because it's kind of like that almost capri, and I'm like, I do prefer it to go all the way down to look a little bit more like classier. I don't know, ankles.
I get that. I haven't ordered clothes in a long time, but
yeah.
Is it a final sale?
No, I kept checking that. It said, the return policy only on final sale. And nowhere on there did it say final sale.
All right.
And if so, I have 3 sisters that I'd be like, you get a pantsuit and you get a pantsuit. But I was like, for $7. And then I didn't realize there was more colors until after. But I was like, no, I don't need.
A way to practice restraint.
Yes.
I'm so proud of you.
You do not need. I did buy a new set of jeans, which is not my typical. And because they're like the wide leg ones for $20. So I was like very on sale, very like intentional.
Old Navy's return policy is super easy.
They're pretty good.
But then also their sizing are fucking whacked. Because I have bought the same pair of jeans when I used to wear hard pants. Not anymore.
Yeah.
The same pair of jeans in the same size, in the same wash, and held them up beside one another, and they were different sizes. So very unreliable size-wise. Okay.
Tell me about your water bottle.
Is this all just about what I've bought? I was at Costco yesterday and I bought, it was a set of 2 water bottles if you're watching.
For $32.99.
These guys, I don't remember how much they were. They were affordable. It's my fave color.
It is actually, that's very nice.
And it's got this little insulated thing on the bottom that makes it not like wear out and chip on the bottom and not hit the surface hard. And there was a straw top and a like an open an open top so that I can see which one I like best. And my logic, I've been drinking out of a plastic bottle and I don't want to drink out of a plastic bottle anymore because I heard several months ago that we consume like a credit card's worth of plastic in, I can't remember, like per month or something like that. Like it was ridiculous. Anyways, that's.
Do microplastics worry you?
I don't know. Sometimes.
Same. Yeah.
I just like, because I take my water bottle with me everywhere. Oh shit, it's not going to fit in the car.
Yeah, no, they don't fit in any sort of cup holder. That thing goes by the feet and it just goes.
I didn't think of that at all.
No. But you know what? If you're in a dangerous situation, grab that handle, swing it around. Also a weapon without spilling. Where the Stanley Cups, they spill if you swing them around. Not that one. You can put it in a bag.
It was an impulse buy, hence didn't apply full.
I don't think anything I own fits in a freaking compartment. Like they were made for tall, skinny cans. I don't know.
I also, because I'm just like, this is turning into spending confessions. I also, when I was there, bought a package that was 2 large ones and a travel one of face oil. But my face oil was getting low. The one that I have is made in the USA, and I'm not for that these days.
We're going Team Canada.
It's actually like made in Korea, but
a face oil
not made in the USA, and it had like 2 full-size bottles and a travel one, and it's
How often do you go to Costco?
Usually about every 3 to 6 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's go together sometime.
Okay. And also, if you're local, I went to the one in Brantford. So we live in a town that's basically like, there's a new Costco that's a tiny bit closer, and we're between 2 Costcos where I live. And the Brantford one, there was less people there. And I don't know if it was because of a Monday, but
that's when I try to go.
Oh, they were slow walkers. All the slow walkers.
You probably went during senior hour.
It felt like it, but I think that Costco should have a day of the week during the week that they do not offer samples. I said what I said because I want to set a land speed record and go in, get what I need, get out as quickly as possible. And that's the other thing that annoyed me was that I didn't know where things were.
Yeah.
It's kind of like flip to the other, like the one in London, but slow walkers with the samples drives me crazy.
I go to Costco once a year. So anytime someone's going, I'm like, let me go with you. I want to go with you. I go once a year. Okay. I have a confession, and Costco reminded me of this because my vacuum stopped working. It stopped sucking, and I haven't really looked into it as to why. I bought it off Marketplace 3 years ago. She has served me well. It was brand new at the time, and I have not replaced it yet. My sister sent me a really good recommendation. I have 3 dogs.
Wait for it. I have an extra vacuum in the basement. Do you want it?
Yes, please.
Okay, because for our wedding party bought us a Dyson, which I love, but it broke and it sat in my basement taken apart for a very long time.
Yes.
And finally, I think sometime last year we took it to get fixed, and our other vacuum's just been sitting there. Ironically, a vacuum that Jason got me as a gift one time. We haven't gifted since then.
Vacuums.
But
or small appliances.
It's a good vacuum.
Yeah.
But the Dyson is just easier to empty because this one has bags.
I will suffer. I went from bags to bagless, but the piece is that I have 3 dogs. I have one of those shark vacuums, but the golden retriever's hair is getting too long. I need to get them a haircut. But my sister is a phenomenal cleaner. She comes bi-weekly. And yesterday morning, she came yesterday, and the house was so furry. I don't want to say dirty, but it was so furry. And I was like, I'm so sorry. She's like, and it was so nice when she was gone. I was like, how your space truly impacts so much.
Yep. My house got cleaned yesterday too, also not by me. It is one of the favorite things that I have in my budget, and that when I help others put it in their budget or I see it in their budget, like it is so impactful.
It's my favorite gift to myself, if you will.
And as an ADHDer, it helps me have accountability to tidy.
Yes.
But that also means that I'm not doing those things. So,
yes.
Yeah. Awesome.
Okay. I'll go 2 for 2 here. I buy houseplants without thinking about the consequences of my actions all the time. And it's the hyperfixation. Within the span of a week, I think I acquired like 8 new pothos, which is that one in the window. Like, just bought 8 babies from 3 different nurseries because I go in and I go, oh my God, you've been working so hard. This is a reward. Like, life's been hard. Get a pothos. And I'm like,
those things grow like motherfuckers. How do you?
I will send you Snapchats of my house. You will be like, what the fuck? And oh my God, that's so cool, Val, but what the fuck? Because like to water my plants, it's a bi-weekly event, and it probably takes, I spread it out over the day because I let some soak in the bathtub, but if I did it, condensing my time, at least half an hour. Minimum.
But it brings you joy. But
I love them. Yeah.
But you have a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Okay, so
it's not like they're even high value ones. Like, how someone's like, oh, I collect Lego and I'll resell it. I'm like, I collect plants and I'll regift them for free. Okay, go. Sorry.
Okay, this is going back in time. In my mid-20s, I compulsively bought furniture on credit. This is when I still lived with my parents.
Okay.
And moved into when my hubby and I bought this house because there was a store and I loved everything in it. So I just bought everything in it. And I don't remember what interest rate I paid. All I remember is that there was a monthly payment.
They would have loved you.
They loved me.
Like, Sherry's here.
I'm sure that I have some trauma around this because I don't remember anything, which leads into them.
The block.
We bought this house, and then we didn't know what we were doing. We were just excited.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't have a home inspection. It was not as like commonplace back then, but we didn't have a home inspection. So within the first year, we had an oil tank in our basement, and our furnace and our water heater were oil. And our oil company said, yeah, this is it. We're not putting any more oil in that tank anymore. Good luck to you. So then we had to figure out what the fuck to do. Mm-hmm. And do we put a new oil tank in, which would have been quite the endeavor because it couldn't go in the basement because that's no longer a thing. It had to go outside, all of that. And the furnace didn't have a lot of life left in it. So we decided at the time to replace the furnace and the water heater with gas. And I have no idea how we paid for that. I know it was thousands and thousands of dollars. And I know that we didn't have that money in the bank account at the time. if somebody said, I'll give you $10,000 if you tell me how you paid for that, I can't. I don't remember. And I'm sure that's because it's a traumatic event that was stressful for me. So I just shove those memories down and
Interesting.
have recollection. Like, as somebody who now is really forward planning and on top of my money, it just feels so bizarre not to recall a lot of situations around money from my earlier days.
Think of a traumatic event as like a brand coming towards your brain as a hot brand, and you just slap it away. You're like, nope, not remembering that. When I was 19, I went vehicle shopping one day with my parents, and I was in that place of, I want to be practical, but I just cared, could I afford the monthly payment? And I wanted bells and whistles, and scarcity tactics worked on me. My dad was like, are you sure you don't want to think about this? So I bought a Ford Edge for, I don't know if it was like 28,000 or something. They're like, it just came in as a trade-in, blah, blah, blah. It was a sport edition.
It's not going to be on the lot for long.
Yep, $500 to hold it. And I was like, yeah, and it was the last place we went. Did that. The whole process did not feel right. And then when I went to sign the paperwork, I completely forgot that taxes would be on top of it. I know what I do, but I was 19 and I was like, oh, $35,000.
And taxes. But then you're just like, well, I've committed. I have to keep going, even though your brain was giving you all the red flags. You're like,
100%.
I'm not going to embarrass myself and back away from this, because then what will this car salesperson that
I'll never talk to again?
What will they think?
I have spent years painting red flags green, which I want to take credit for that. My girlfriend, Grace Deer, actually, we were talking about this, how we paint red flags green and love to just continue that looks good. So that was one where I painted every red flag green. I was like, but I'm getting this car. I'm so excited. And it has Bluetooth and a sunroof and a moonroof. Just more shit to go wrong with it. Yeah. So I forgot about taxes on a big purchase.
Yeah. And it's like, it really is, in so many situations, car salespeople, like when you're looking at a mortgage, we're looking at the monthly payment.
Yes.
And can I afford the monthly payment? But when you go in and you say, I can afford this much per month.
Here's my budget.
They have got a lot of flexibility in what they can do with those numbers. It's like, you wanted a 4-year car loan, but to get that car you want for the payment you want, it'll have to be 7 years.
Stretch it out. More interest.
Maybe they'll tweak the interest a little bit to get so there's lots of opportunities for them to create things that are different. So going in to something like that, a home purchase or car purchase, any big purchase, with here's the maximum amount that I'm willing to spend overall versus having a monthly payment. And I think we've talked about this before too. Like, sometimes thinking, well, I pay $2,500 a month in rent. Yes. I can afford a $2,500 mortgage. You cannot. If you are paying $2,500 rent and you don't have a shit ton of wiggle room in your budget, do not get a $2,500 mortgage, because you have to fix the things. You have property taxes, you have insurance, you have so many other things.
Potentially more utilities, like depending on how the bundle looks for your rent. Yeah.
So it's just like knowing your overall plan for all of the things. So, okay, do I have any more confessions? Here's one. This is the last one. This is not money related. Sometimes, if you're one of my clients, I've probably shared this with you, so it's not really a super confession. Sometimes minutes before an appointment, I'm in my pajamas, like full on my hair.
Oh, yeah.
And just got out of the shower, like buck naked.
It's 9:58. I have 120 seconds.
And I make it.
Yeah, you do.
Sometimes, but that's usually the time when Zoom is, I'm going to update now. And it's like, I was here on time, and now you're updating and you're going to make me 60 seconds.
It's the work from home.
Yeah. It's a privilege, and I love it. And I appreciate that, I work with clients who don't need me to be polished and have a specific appearance, because they care about my health, not about if I look like a hot mess. Yeah. Any other confessions?
What are the top 3 things in your Amazon, either in your cart or in your later?
Okay, this isn't in my Amazon, but I may have about 1 million tabs open.
Yeah.
On my Chrome app on my phone, looking for infrared sauna bags.
You're going to be, why don't you just turn a room into an infrared room?
I
go on Marketplace.
Oh, that gives me the grodies.
Really?
Because like you sweat like a mofo.
A little
in
Lysol. Because you would go to a spa and other people have been in there. You know what I mean? Like eventually the heat will kill it. Interesting. Everyone's got a tick. Okay, so you're looking for those. What else?
I just bought a new Poke mat.
Oh, like the acupuncture mat?
Yeah, but I had another one.
Yeah, what happened to it?
I just wanted a better one.
Like higher quality or more pokies?
The one that I bought was off of Amazon. It was a cheapie. It was just like a try it out, see if I'm going to use it consistently.
And you just lay on this thing, right?
Yeah, just lay on it. So I put my red light mask on. I turn my meditation on. I lay on this Poke mask.
How don't you fall asleep?
Oh, it fucking hurts.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'll have you lay on it later before you go home. So here's my, I don't know, bravery, stupidity. So I started looking for ones that were the genuine article. So this one's actually made in India from a Canadian company, and they have different levels of pokiness. So, okay, I'm not going to say this right, but it's the Shotki mat. Okay. If you lay down on it, it's the modern day representation of laying on a bed of nails. They have these different levels. So here's my brain. Oh, this one that I have, it's good. Doesn't feel super pokey. I'm going to get the level 2. Well, it turns out the Amazon one is probably not an accurate representation of a level 1 at all. So I lay down on this one, and it got here. I opened it, and I usually do it on a bed, but I was downstairs. I'm like, I'll just do it on the floor. So I lay down, I immediately get back up. I'm like, that's a no. So this one is taking some adjusting to. Yeah. And
it helps improve circulation?
Muscle tension. Okay. It's supposed to help improve sleep. Like there's a lot of things that it's supposed to help.
I've seen them. Yeah. I have seen them. I have not ever touched one.
Yeah.
Okay. So you bought a new mat. What else?
I don't think I've bought anything else.
Okay.
And to be clear, this all comes from my personal spending account that I've been hoarding some money up in a while. So it's not like I'm accumulating credit card debt or fucking with the overall household finances. So yeah.
This is the Sherry allowance. I have you ever done those nose strips?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I did one on the weekend. Haven't done one since high school. Wild. Great experience. Loved it. Got a lot out of it.
Like the Biore. Yes. Okay. I was thinking you meant like the open up your nostrils.
Oh, okay. No. So I have those in there. I also have a weighted vest because I've been toying with the idea of a weighted vest for when I walk.
Yeah.
Toying with it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, it would be good. Do I need it?
No. But.
And then I have the case for an iPhone 16 because I called Bell last week. This iPhone has to get charged 2 or 3 times a day. It's like a 13. It's not that old. It's driving me nuts.
Did you try just having the battery replaced?
No, I didn't.
We've talked about this before.
The battery replaced?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they would look at the charging port.
Anyways, I think we've chatted longer than we meant to. For this
there's our fun confessions.
We're not perfect.
No.
We do things sometimes off the cuff. We're still sometimes impulsive.
We break our own rules.
And yeah. Rules are meant to be broken. But to be fair, I think I said that already. The only real hard and fast rule that I believe in when it comes to money is you spend less than you make. And all the other things are individual to you, and you have to find what works for you. So those are our confessions, mostly related to spending. And we hope that we gave you a little chuckle and helped you evaluate some of the things you may have done in the past or you're thinking about doing. And let us know in the comments, or come find us on social media and let us know if we made you chuckle. So we hope you have a great day, and we can't wait to see you next time on the Mind and Money Podcast.